my adventure started with the plane ride over because I've never been on one. And so just feeling that, like, the G-force of taking off and landing was an experience.
Yeah, the weather's 50 degrees, just scattered clouds down up here in New York. Beautiful day for you. Special congrats to the Southwest High School who is performing at Carnegie Hall. You guys have fun, and again, thanks for flying Southwest Airlines.
So far it's been pretty exciting. The plane ride is a little bit bumpy.
I've never been on a plane. It was crazy. My friends were holding my hand and
this plane could go down any minute. I'm terrified, and I was like, but then after I was in like 30 minutes, I was like, oh, this is not that bad. In the second flight, it was a cakewalk. It was so easy.
I definitely feel there's like a lot of excitement. There's probably a little bit of nervousness. I know some people have never been this far away from home. I know I've never been this far away from my parents.
We're doing something that we've never done. Like, this is something that's completely out of our comfort zone. Coming here and showing New York what Southwest really is a great experience for everybody, I think. And I think that's why everyone's so excited.
I've never been outside of Texas really, and it's just crazy being in a whole different area. It's completely different. Like, everybody's out, everybody's going, there's something going on no matter what.
I've never even been out of San Antonio really. The farthest I've gone is maybe 5 hours out of San Antonio. And now I'm here. It makes my city, which is one of the biggest in Texas, seem small by comparison. So it's truly amazing.
It's all been crazy. Like, it's just like go, go, go. We go one place to the next.
We have to go minute by minute, just on the go constantly. Like, it's been hectic, but once you actually get to a place you're going, it's like you get to relax and enjoy like the scenery and everything around you.
I really like the Empire State Building. Like, I've seen it on movies, and I had a picture of it in my mind, and then you get there and it's so high and you're looking down at the city and it's crazy. It was a really cool experience.
First thing is the Empire State Building monkeys. One Empire State Building pen I got from my dad. And then I got playing cards, 14 scene photos of the Empire State Building, different views of it at night, morning, sunsets, and so forth. So it's really cool. And I got a pendant, very stylish and very cool.
I think not only the people but the buildings also show a character and show a story that needs to be told.
It's been electrifying exactly from the start. It's been non-stop action. It's just been a rush from start to end. You get that buzz from everybody. It's like, you gotta keep going, and no matter what, and that's what's been pushing us along this entire time. Oh, I love it. I love it. Like, it's how I like to live.
Everything is so lit up with lights and giant billboards that when you walk out of a store, it seems like it's daylight and it's not night anymore, and it's just amazing.
My favorite part of the trip was probably going to Times Square because I've never seen that many people so vibrant at night and like excited to be out and walking around all the time, so it's really cool.
I really like seeing the lights at Times Square and everything is just so much bigger.
Like altogether, we've made a lot of progress from when we first got the music to where we are now, and tomorrow's our performance, and I think we're going to do pretty well.
You know, good planning and a good scope and sequence and a lesson plan was what got us there, because we had to be ready, and I think the kids did a really great job.
For the student, Ty Mitchell, he's a very great tuba player. He's very impressive. He has a special gift.
For the students to be chosen, there was several criteria. We had our district band auditions, and they could go to that, and they competed with students obviously from our school, but also Del Rio, Eagle Pass, and Northside. And if they earned a chair in one of those bands, they were exempt from our audition process and automatically placed into one of those top 2 bands. We held an audition in December, and that would fill out the top 2 bands.
It made me feel good because it's a lot of progress that everyone's made, like not just one person, but like the whole band.
To tell kids, you can do things like this. Okay, we're at this Broadway show. If you look down in the pit down there, there's all these musicians. This is what they do for a living. Getting the kids to travel, because some of them, if we don't take them to a football game, they don't leave Bexar County. And so for them to go on a plane, leave Texas, go to New York, see how things work, and see what their options can be in the future, their eyes were opened and they see, I have these options available to me. I don't have to stay right here in Bexar County, and my options are this big.
I just really like the atmosphere and being able to just experience all of it. I love band, I love everybody. It's a big family and I enjoy it very much.
When we were rehearsing our piece here in San Antonio, the Overture to Candide, and there's some music spots in there that sound like cars honking. I told him what it was like, you know, that Bernstein was there in New York, and those were the sounds he was hearing, and so they didn't catch that until we were walking down the street, and like, oh, now I understand what you were talking about. Like, they honk for everything. So that was a really cool experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Carnegie Hall. Please remember that there is no photography or video. Presenting the Southwest High School Wind Ensemble.
I loved what I was hearing. And my only thought, my only reservation or kind of hesitation was, I hope the recording validates what I just heard. And we did, we got the recordings, and it's like, you know, they did as good as I thought they did in my head.
As a musician, we get to play in one of the most prestigious venues around the world, Carnegie Hall. And it's something that musicians dream about playing, and we as high school musicians get to do it. In the mornings, afternoons, nights is definitely been worth it.
Every single minute of it was just an absolute pleasure. When we got to Carnegie Hall and we actually were performing, we're warming up on stage, we're just absolutely mesmerized by the facility. I mean, how it looks, the history of it. I mean, it was just exhilarating.
It was overwhelming, just this feeling of we're here, and just to look around and think of everybody that's played in that venue, and to think we have kids that we've brought here and they're gonna play on this stage. It was very powerful. I'm here with these kids and we're having this awesome experience making music, and the world kind of stopped at that point for those 15-20 minutes.
It's almost like a religious experience going there, and you're in one of the cathedrals of music making. And to be on that same stage where Leonard Bernstein conducted, and just playing that first note, that first time we played a note on there, and just to hear the acoustics, what they accomplished there is just beyond measure, beyond whatever I had expected for them. So they did a great job.
We're super happy about how things went and how smoothly it went, and most of all, just proud of the kids and what they've been able to accomplish.
The experiences that the students had on this trip will serve them the whole rest of their lives, and it'll be a memory they'll never forget. And sometimes those things cost money, and it's patrons like like the foundation and like our school board that see the value in the arts and see the value in what these experiences bring to kids.
The kids were super grateful. They were totally caught by surprise when we presented the check at the halftime of that football game. And
by having hard work and showing everything that they've been able to do over the years, that put an impression on the foundation, board members, the community. And so sometimes a performance is not only a performance, it's a representation of all that we do. And so by them putting forth the effort in everything, whether it's a pep rally at the softball team's big game, or maybe it's the varsity football's playoff game, they put their heart and soul into everything, and it shows. And so to receive that much support from everyone in our community is just absolutely phenomenal. When I first came to Southwest ISD, someone came up to me, shook my hand, and said, "Welcome to the family." At the time, I had no idea what that meant. This was a true representation of that family, that togetherness, the way that we got the funds together, the way that the board members were there, they had parents there, everyone that came to support us. I saw parents in tears after a performance of one of the bands where I knew that their child was not even in that band, but they were crying in happiness for students that were not even their own. And that to me is a true representation of family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to do this. It was a truly amazing experience, and I know for myself and the students, it's something that we'll never forget.